we're going to finish, or I'm going to finish, as actually this is what I'm taking home to Florida. So I'm going to finish up where Crystal and I left off yesterday. I have 2 good-sized bags of breast meat here. I have a bag of the thighs, a bag of the thighs, 2 of the breast meat, and I have 1 bag of legs. I don't know if I'm going to run out of jars or not, but I've got 12 of the pint setting here, and my lids are all warm, so let's get started and see how we do. Now with the pressure
That's
canning,
you can steal some of my jars if you need them.
thank you. My canning jars, since we're pressure cooking, have been well washed and rinsed and been turned over on the table since. You do not need to sterilize when you are pressure canning. And since I'm going with the pints, I'm hoping that I can get 2 levels in my daughter's pressure canner. We'll see how that goes. All right. And I've washed my hands thoroughly, so I'm going to be putting the meat in with my hands, and we'll see. No, that's a little too much. Come on, a little slippery. You have to leave enough room when you're raw canning like this for the broth that your chicken is going to make. And I'm trying to get it out without getting grease around my rim. I will try to push it down with my bubbler. I'll go around the sides. Do you know what I did forget, honey? Would you grab me a small bowl with some white vinegar? It's in the last cupboard, top shelf. I've also added the white vinegar into my cold water in the pressure cooker. Since the meat is still cold, we want to start everything together. The only thing that's warmed is my lids for sealing, so everything gets heated up at the same time. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
We will turn over the next jar. Put that in.
I'm just going to watch it for a minute.
Then we go around, make sure I didn't leave any grease whatsoever on that lid, on my rim, and then we will grab a nice warm lid, put it on, finger tight, and this is about how much space you want to have because you're going to get plenty of broth from this raw chicken. I have done this before in Florida. It's the first time I ever done the raw chicken. And I was just totally amazed at the wonderful broth that you get and just how tender and flavorful the meat is. It's wonderful. and you can use it for anything. Casseroles, making chicken salad, pot pies, making pot pies. There's 1,000 different things that you can use it for. And it makes it so easy.
Just open up
I
the jar and
always,
go.
yep, you open up a jar and go. And I always save my broth because it's, once you see it, you will not want to get rid of the broth. You just won't. It's too good. In Florida, I was using store-bought chicken, and just buying the breasts. They were on sale at Winn-Dixie, and they were on sale, so I bought 12 packages and went home and canned. When I was deboning the breasts, there was a lot of fat that I had to clean off because you don't want the fat in your jars. You really don't. You get a much better broth without that fat on. And so I had a lot of trimming to do back then. And when we cut these up yesterday, I noticed that these chickens are so wonderful. No fat on the breasts, on the legs, the thighs, just a lot of wonderful meat. And we went yesterday to my daughter's house, and her boyfriend put some on the smoker.
Whole chickens?
2 of the whole chickens that we had processed. And everybody was just totally amazed at how much flavor went in to every part of that chicken. And we all had our favorites. I had my leg, which was, even the skin was absolutely wonderful. My son-in-law, Bob, had a thigh, and he said that took the most flavor of anything. It was like it just grabbed all that smoke. And the breast, they just raved about every part of that smoked chicken. And we've smoked them before. Of course, ours in Florida had a lot of fat on them, but the skin was amazing. Everything was amazing. They also did briskets. Those were pretty awesome too. So let's see. Touch. Always make sure you leave enough room for that broth. Next time I do this, I'm tempted to cut up some onion and celery and carrots and put it in with the chicken.
Well, that's a good idea.
And boy, you'd be set to go to make some homemade chicken soup. It would be awesome. Water on that. Get up there. So we've got 2, 4. Looks like I'll get 5. Oh my goodness. It's going to take 10 jars just for the breast meat, honey.
I see that. I'll go grab the other jars before I have to go back
Okay.
from lunch.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, you're gonna need the other jars anyway for the legs, so.
Let's see. And I have scrubbed the table also before I ever started and put my jars on here. I made sure everything was scrubbed. I scrubbed the sink before I washed my jars to rinse them. start on the thighs. Vinegar ready. I only have 3 jars left. We'll see how many we can get in those 3 jars. Now the thighs have the bones in them, but oh, there we go. But they are skinned. So push it down and see just how many we can get in here without, might have to play with that with my finger because of the bone. In fact, is it down far enough? See if I can get this one to move a little bit. Yeah, I think that's down far enough. Wipe our rims. And I'm pretty sure that was 3. Make a comment if it was really 4, because I'm not sure. Okay. Make sure to count on this one. Some of them are bigger than others. So that's 1. 2. I'm pretty sure it was 3. Now I got the hang of how I should put them down there. Okay, push them down to the bottom. It's like a pie if you cut it into 3. And that's how they fit in the jar. Open that up.
Oh, I thought you were putting them in the
No, I figured I'd just wait until I got them all together. And I did get some of my grubby little hand on that. So I'll wipe that off too. And I've got one more jar of 3. And then I'm out of jars. I finished off the breast. I done up my 4 jars that I need for the legs. I got the rest of my thighs. I put all of them in, put a rack down. I will have enough room to do it all in one, which is good because it takes like 95 minutes for chicken. And I had to wait for my daughter to come out. My hands are so sore from doing the processing the other day. All of these end knuckle bone on the legs had to come off in order for them to fit into the jars. Okay, so now they're short enough. And we put one right side up, one right side, one upside down, one right side up, and then a third one. Don't like grabbing the jars with my fingers. See if I can get that moved around some to separate. Okay, we've got 3 in there. I don't need and vinegar white. So, in a pint jar, you need a wide mouth, and you can only get 3 legs. So, I will get these finished up, put them on that top rack, and I will start my pressure cooker, which will take quite a while to come up to pressure since it's cold water. And once it comes up to pressure, I will let it vent for 10 minutes. And once the venting's done, then I will set the timer for 95 minutes. And we'll see you when the pressure comes down and it sets for a good 5-10 minutes after the pressure has come down. I will take the lid off and we will bring you back for that process. We're back, and the canner has ran for 95 minutes. It's come down to 0 about 5-10 minutes ago, and as you can see, they're still boiling in the jars from their own juices. I will grab one, and I want my towel for the bottom.
Hold on, I'm gonna move this towel over to here so it's not at the table.
Oh, look at that broth. And that's all pure broth. Now that was a breast. No, that was legs.
No, that's legs.
This is legs.
That is either breast or a thigh.
I think that must be the thighs.
And there's the legs.
Broth in the legs doesn't look as yellow, but there's another thigh. Okay, turn it off.
Breast.
All these in the front right here are all the breast meat. And I did have some seepage from pushing the air out. But they're all seemed, a lot of them are popping as I take them out. And it couldn't have been too much seepage because my water in the canner still looks pretty good. I hope you could hear that click. That was another one that just popped. And I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 jars of good homegrown chicken to put in the pantry. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was something that was can be useful for you. And if you like it, please hit the like button, subscribe please, and hit the bell for notifications if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.